Thank you for viewing the video.
Make America great again. From sea to shining sea. It's a land of the free, my friend. The one for you and me. Let's go.
I'm Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two old people on the couch, and we had malfunctions
Oh, my
right before the show.
Just right before we go.
Yeah,
Her
right
mic.
So who knows how
I
this
don't
will
know.
go? Who knows?
I think you play with your
I
stuff.
don't play with
Okay.
my stuff.
Let's not bore the people.
Okay,
All right, let's
let's
get
don't play.
everybody
All right,
in a
let's
good
go.
mood. Get jazz.
All right,
Get-
do you have anything this morning, first thing, to start us off with?
Well, last night I thought we had intruders in the house, maybe.
Yes.
But I
Mhm.
didn't take it too serious because I
No.
didn't get out of bed. I was just like, that's weird. That's awful loud. Sounds like somebody came through our door.
Right,
Then it sounded like somebody came through our door again. And
Right.
I went, the dog didn't care.
right.
I was like, dog doesn't care. I don't care. But we had an earthquake last
We
night.
did have an
And we don't
earthquake
have
last
normal
night.
earthquakes in Oklahoma. We
Mhm.
don't get the that go on for 30. We just get kapow,
Kabow.
kapow. Like,
Yeah.
and
I don't know. I didn't feel
it
it.
sounded like the door was opening.
Mhm.
And I'm like, no, it's not an earthquake. You know, it's just, I don't know what, it's just
Mhm.
my brain making things up. And looks like we did. So
did.
all you Oklahoma people, let us know in the comments.
Around midnight, right?
yeah,
Around
somewhere
midnight.
around
Mhm.
midnight.
Around the time
Around the
that
time
it
the rain,
rained.
yeah. It started raining at 11, and
Right.
then that got me up.
Yeah.
And then so I was kind of aware. See, we usually just sleep through the earthquakes here. They always
Yes.
happen at night.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you ever noticed that? Strange, interesting.
Yes, I've heard 5.1. I've heard 5.5, 5.7. So anyway, it
Yeah,
depends who
big.
you ask.
Yeah,
It
pretty big.
depends who you ask.
That's pretty big.
Out by Chandler.
Listen, I think one of the
Out by Chandler.
largest lately was what, a 5.7 up in like Guthrie or something, up in that direction.
No, I thought that was a 4.7.
No, we had a 5
I don't
one
know.
time.
Okay.
Remember whenever?
Yes, yes.
Again, we're boring the people.
Yes. Okay.
And then the second thing is like whenever I start talking about things,
Yes, they happen.
they happen.
Mhm.
And do you want to talk about Hootie and the Blowfish right now or not?
No, we can talk about him because I didn't
Okay.
get the slide
All
for
right,
him.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
Haven't
Ned.
heard.
Ned went out.
Yeah,
too.
went out to see them.
Yeah.
So
'cause-
I haven't heard about
Right.
Hootie and the Blowfish for 10 years, right?
yes.
I forgot they even existed.
Right.
We bring them on the show. They're in the news in a week
Yeah.
or so.
Mhm.
And one of them got arrested for
Some
having
substances.
some we don't know which.
Misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor charges,
Mhm.
but made the news. Like,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you see Hootie and the Blowfish
in the news.
And
Yeah.
then I said India, which you
Right.
say you have more coming
I
up.
have a slide about India
Or
today.
nothing about India for years. You know,
Right.
they've been
And
laying
then
low.
Gabbett,
Now all of a
Abbott
sudden,
goes to see him.
I say I think they're going to be involved
Mhm.
in this. They are. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you wait till you see the slide I have for
Okay.
you this morning.
All right.
Okay, so I have something for mostly just like the ladies in the chat. Okay. I'd stumbled upon something this week that, like, I'm just like taken aback from. It's
Okay.
fascinating to me.
Well, tell
Have
us.
any of you ladies seen the restocking videos?
Oh my
I guess
goodness.
they're on
Oh.
TikTok and on Instagram apparently, and they're on YouTube too.
They're
Because I
clicking.
just saw they just click, 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 click. But
It's
who are we stocking all these groceries
mind
for?
control.
Who are we stocking all these groceries
I
for?
don't know.
They have these fridges that are like gigantic and all these single serve items
tick,
in there. Yeah, tick, tick, tick,
Tick,
tick, tick,
tick,
tick,
tick,
tick,
tick,
tick,
tick, back, tick,
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 tick, tick, tick, tick,
And
tick,
she's
tick,
like,
tick.
Mark, you got to see this. And I'm like, that's nothing. I mean, I know we're nothing.
Right.
I know that the mockers are
Right.
nothing, right?
Yeah.
I know the Grumpy Grandpa Patriot show are nothing.
Right.
We own up to it and we get no views, right?
Right.
But
Millions of views.
millions of views on these
Yes.
ladies. And the one person had a good, you know what? They stock the thing full. So if you get an extra, like bring something home that somebody gives you,
Right.
there is
There's
no room
in that fridge to put
it's
anything
stocked to
else.
the hilt.
It
but
is stocked to the hilt.
you can't bring home one extra.
Mhm.
Like if the
Yeah.
husband comes home, like, I got a case of beer, right?
Right. No.
He's like, oh, I got to buy my own refrigerator. Okay,
Yes.
let's not bore
Okay.
bore
So
the people.
anyway, I stumbled upon that. I actually got on Instagram and I
Click, click, click,
stumbled.
click, click,
I was
click, click.
like, that's just odd. All right.
All right.
So do you want to get out to the news?
Yeah, let's get out to the news.
Okay. All right. So, these aren't in order. So, U.S. hits hard at militants in Iraq and Syria for retaliation on a fatal drone attack. So earlier in the week, there was a fatal drone attack in Jordan
Yeah, and then
that killed that
Yeah.
did away with
Don't-
3
Yeah.
and
Right.
hurt dozens. Okay, and so we wait until the market closes
on
Friday,
And then
we retaliate.
it doesn't matter, Deb.
Hence, giving them a whole week to prepare for our
Yeah, like, okay, everybody
attacks.
clear everything out,
Mhm.
put it
Yeah.
where they don't think it is, so that way whenever we do something, they're just
Right. Hitting
empty
nothing.
empty
Mhm.
buildings.
Right.
And it's
Mhm.
probably planned that way.
It
too.
is planned.
It's like, you know,
It's all dog
Ryan
and
gets on the phone,
pony
look,
show.
well, I got to look like I'm, doing the right thing here to start the WW, throwing a
Right.
couple more
Mhm.
words, 3, right?
Yeah.
So, clear out everything. And,
Right, absolutely.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a week. Okay.
That will give us time.
Who knows?
Yes, who knows?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't know.
Well, I think it has more to do with keeping the market propped up because the
No.
market is at an all-time
You
high
listen
right
to me,
now.
it's all fake. The market,
Okay.
don't even attempt to try to guess what the market's going to do because it's all a Ponzi scheme, fake. That's right, I said it, and we're going to lose our internet. But it's all
Yeah.
fake. There's no way it should be at an all-time high, but it is.
It
because,
is.
like somebody said,
Well-
it's only 5 companies. Like the whole thing, everybody owns it all. Like 5 companies own everything on the stock market. We print out money and pump it up.
The economic news, there was actually a news article about this. The economic news is so good that it's going to prop Biden up for the election. That's what it said.
Yeah.
And I was like, I
Well-
didn't want to mislead anybody by actually like posting that news
yeah.
article on here. So I was like, I don't know what news we're looking at
Right,
for these people,
Well,
but anyway.
Speaking of profit, January, throw in a couple words, 6.
Mhm.
Okay. They hired, I thought this was, I knew back then, but nobody else would believe me. But,
Right.
if I tried it, but they hired like an ex-CBS or ABC producer
Mhm.
to handle all the stuff that went out to the media. Now, does that not it should just be a trial and you put it out there and
Right.
let the people decide. No,
Right.
they wanted a narrative. They wanted to make it sound worse than it was. Everything. Well, that's coming out, The guy did an interview and pretty much spilled it out there. They think they're being smart, spilling it out there, and it's not, like nobody's going to look back at what I just said. Everybody's like, yeah, it was a 9-part series, blah, blah, blah. They said we wanted to make it like a 9-part series to really drive home the,
Yeah.
our side of it.
Okay.
All right. That went on this week.
Okay. All right.
All right. You ready to get
Uh-huh,
back
I
to
am.
the slides?
All right. All right. So Russia. Okay. So then this was all. You either had Taylor Swift articles or you had Russia and Ukraine is suddenly back in the news.
Yeah.
For everything going on over there. So Russia masses over 40,000 soldiers. Heavy armor near whatever
Yeah.
that town is, hinting at plans for further advances.
right.
So
Again.
that's heating up while this goes down.
Yeah,
while that
Bing,
heats
bing,
up
bang, boom,
and
bing, bing.
yeah.
Keep us all.
Yeah.
But
jumping and guessing.
and they say, oh, Ukraine is doing awesome,
Right.
and then they're not, and then no, they went from I guess only 200,000 soldiers or less, like almost depleted, to where now Zelensky's saying, no, give us more money. We got 800,000
Oh,
soldiers.
800,000
We're
soldiers.
doing great over here. Oh, by the way, we still need your money.
Yes.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
It's an election year. We need your money.
Yes, Texas
So I can
is
kick
in
it
the
on
news.
back to the United States, back to,
Mhm.
we got to launder it just a little bit, guys.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in Texas with the border.
Oh, my God. The border's
Still.
going nuts. Hold on. There was another. Yes.
We covered that quite a bit last week.
Oh, my
on our
gosh.
show.
What was it? I was going to
Uh-huh.
talk about it. It had
Yeah.
something to do with, the guy that found the pipe things that were
Yes.
planted on January, throwing a couple more words, 6.
Mhm.
He was a off-duty Capitol Police officer.
That
And
pointed out that they were there.
Yeah, and they wanted it. He came in too early, right? So the guys were like, okay,
And
yeah,
then he waves.
yeah. While he was the night that they were putting them down, right? The guy that was planting them, I caught this. Nobody thought he's just waving at the Capitol.
Police.
Like, it's going down. Like, I got it covered tonight. Here I am. I'm out here with my backpack doing my thing.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing
like
to
a
see
guy with
here.
a backpack, and the Capitol Police guy he waves at him.
Yeah.
And then they goes on by, whatever. But it had to be timed right. So even though they said, hey, it's right over there in the bushes.
Yeah.
They still let like children and people walk on by it.
Yeah. I do have that, Jesse. I do have that.
And then
Jesse.
all of a sudden, so listen, people.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it was staged. It was all staged, just like the Reichstag fire in Germany. It was all staged to bring down a political party, or not just a party, a movement.
A movement.
A movement that was, gaining traction, and the other party wanted it squelched.
Yes.
So they say, look, don't do anything, or we're going to put you in the keys. Okay.
Okay.
I digress.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're...
I know.
lightning.
Okay.
2 more air defense systems arrive in Ukraine. So,
Oh, 2. Okay, that's going to win the war.
well,
right there.
I'm just saying that, again, everything in the news this week, and maybe they're trying to diffuse from the situation at the border.
Oh, my gosh.
But
I don't-
everything was either about Ukraine or Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Everybody, throw your blue and yellow colors back on Facebook. It's back in.
Okay, it is back in, obviously. Allegedly.
It's the hip in thing right now
going
again.
on
Get
again.
them flags
Yeah.
back on your Facebook profile
Absolutely.
pictures. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So anyway, so then we have Kim.
Oh, man. Good old Kim.
6 warships as North Korea prepares for conflict.
Yeah.
So they're preparing
They're-
for conflict.
You got that, China and Taiwan. Sounds like a WW. You throw in a couple more words. 3 is
Yeah.
right
All
around.
smoke and mirrors. Mhm.
And usually, whenever the stock market has gone for real, like
Right.
the Ponzi scheme came to an end and it went, right? It was at an all-time high
Yes.
right before it happened.
Right.
And then a WW, throw in a couple more words, happened
Yes.
right at the same
Yeah.
time. Okay.
So, anyway, so then South Korea to start mass production of the KF-21 fighter jets. So
That's-
they're preparing
Yeah.
in counter preparation of the North Koreans. So
Are they good planes, Debbie?
I have no idea. You tell me.
I don't know. All right, great, fantastic. All right, good job, guys. Maybe we'll be able to stay out of that war, right? That
I doubt that.
we'll stay out of it because everybody's got their own thing covered.
Right.
No,
No.
I'm
We
just.
won't say out of anything.
All right.
All right. So Taylor Swift, we'll get into Taylor Swift at the
Oh
end
my
after
gosh,
the
yeah,
news.
it's-
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
she's
so
coming up.
India-
Everybody stick
So
around.
India begins to flex its naval power. Did you know that India had a navy?
A naval power.
Naval
Yeah,
power.
I don't know.
As
Again,
competition with China grows.
didn't
So-
hear nothing
No.
about India
Mm-mm.
until
until you
I
mentioned
brought it up.
Mhm.
And now all of a sudden, India is going to play a major role in this because, again, I'm using common sense. I'm like, this is the biggest populated country on the planet.
Right.
Sooner or later,
Right.
they're going to have to get involved with all this. And
Uh-huh.
here we go.
Yes. So anyway,
What
and
the heck
that's-
is this?
Yeah, it's just Southern California is warned that there's going to be life-threatening and damaging floods coming beginning Sunday as a
Okay,
storm.
they-
So there's a new
Well, they know.
mega storm
Oh, yeah,
coming
all right.
onto the coast.
All right.
Anyway,
Well, just on cue for the election season. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Mhm.
I'm thinking maybe one of these big rumbling things are maybe pop up too in this year. I mean, it is 2024.
It
an
is
election year.
2024.
I mean, we had the CV leading into the last election. Now we're going, and now you need something bigger. So the
Yes.
WW, throw in a couple more words.
Mhm.
3, they might have to go all full out to shenanigans towards people picking process. See,
Yes,
I'm saying
shenanigans.
I have to say it safely.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So obviously I had
Out
it
of
in the
order.
wrong order. So
Okay.
prepare
All right.
now. California's next storm will bring life.
Is
new
the next
growth.
slide about the California storm?
It might be. Who
Can we
knows?
just, move on now?
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Now
here
we're
we go.
back
All
to
right.
the drone strikes. So anyway, what do we know about the drone attacks on U.S. troops in Jordan? I know that 3 people
Okay, yeah.
passed and dozens were injured. So it was on Tower 22. It was at night, I believe.
3 people
And
passed away, and
they
then
didn't think anything about it.
Listen-
Like they didn't do anything to stop it.
listen.
Let's just let this drone fly in here.
Again, if you want to do some wacky, wild, do your own research kind of stuff, you got to go to Donut Factory.
Yes.
His last show was really good. He
Oh,
brought your guy on.
My guy,
Yeah,
my A&T guy,
IMTV.
but he's kind of a shy
But,
screw.
yeah, whatever.
So watch
It's-
out for him.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, it is
It's fun.
interesting. It
So
is.
don't do your own research, people.
Yeah.
But Donut
Don't give anybody
Factory.
your money. Don't give anybody your money.
His lives. He does more lives than videos. So go
Yes.
check out his lives. But he explains, the 128 numbers, 322, which is skull and bones. I don't know. I'm saying all these words. He doesn't get dings, so I'll say it. Skull and bones, right?
Yes.
322 in the reverse, like 223 or whatever. But it's in everything. 33. You can't go a day without seeing 33. Like there was, 33 people or the guy was 33 years old whenever he passed away. You'll see it probably maybe 5 times in a day. I don't know. I think it's more than just freaky coincidence. But go watch Donut Factory and just watch some of his wacky stuff. And before you know it, it all can't be a coincidence, in my opinion. I think there is something going on with, the black magic and all that kind of wacky stuff that these evil demonic people do. There you go.
Mhm.
I'm crazy. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. Okay, let's move on.
All right. So anyway,
What's this about?
well, this is all about that the 3 soldiers passed away
On Tower
34.
22.
Yes.
Yada,
about
yada,
the
yada.
particulars of the incident.
I think probably 4 people passed away, but they report 3 just to make it work their little.
Oh, they're a little
I'm
magic?
just- I don't know.
No.
It's like the intruders entered the building at 8:33. Like it's always 33.
yes.
Everything.
Mhm.
Why
Do we
not?
have to wait for that time?
Ooh, and the other thing, let me get out here while I'm totally going off on a.
Okay.
These people might like this stuff. If you don't like it, just write down, Mark. Don't tell us the craziest stuff. Stick to the.
The news.
The news.
facts.
But
Facts.
now I said it all, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my goodness, what was it? All right.
Okay. You'll remember it.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going. All right. So
I'm
U.S.
getting old.
launches retaliatory strikes in Iraq and Syria, and nearly 40 people are reported to not be with us anymore from those attacks. But anyway, yes.
This is gonna kill me now because I was gonna
Something
say
about
something.
33. Lone Cowboy
yeah.
Adventure says it was something about 33.
It was.
All right. Keep going.
I can't
Keep going.
remember now.
All right. So U.S. hits millions.
Are we
in
back to
Iraq
the
and- yes,
beginning of
we're-
our?
Oh, we are.
slides?
Maybe. Go to the next one. No.
No. Oh, here we
No,
go.
no,
All right.
no. Okay, so inflection point that Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida is sending National Guard troops to Texas to help out with the
Oh,
border
well.
conflict.
Well, he's out of the election now, so he can
yes,
act like
he
he's
can act like
buddy
he can,
buddies with
yeah, mhm,
Mr.
with
T.
Yeah,
again.
with the
All right.
yeah. So anyway,
He's one of us.
He's one of
No.
us.
No.
might be.
Only
It
when
could be.
he could be, but the deep state has something on that.
Oh,
dude,
do you think?
because he flipped. Like my guy, Mr. T said.
Yes, they did, Linda.
Mr.
3 soldiers
T
passed
helped
away.
him get elected. Got him in there. Did 10,000 good things for this guy, and this guy just went and put a knife right in the back of him, right?
Mhm.
And if you got to stay loyal, right?
Yeah.
You can't, and if that happened, something happened. Somebody else could benefit him, he thought, better than the other guy. So he flip-flopped. But don't come back now. Mr. T doesn't like that. Mr. T says, I helped you out. You stabbed me in the back. I'm done with you. All right?
Right.
That's
Mhm.
how if you read his books, that's how he operates.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is how he operates. Okay, so arms deal with Russia will pull North Korean economy out of decline. Yeah. So
Oh, good for them. You
So
know,
North Korea is
Hey,
coming into
uh-oh.
focus.
Well, our defense contractors will not be happy about that.
No, they won't.
They'll be like,
They won't.
"Oh man, we
They
are
won't.
the leaders in destruction over
Yes.
here in America. You got to send the money to us and buy our stuff."
Right. Yeah. So anyway.
So we'll be taking out his stuff, right? So we are the only ones that are making it, probably, allegedly.
All right. So then U.S. Defense Secretary denies giving Iran too much warning of impending strikes, which is what I said. I mean, we gave them a whole week, right, to prepare or be forewarned or whatever. Biden has made up his mind on what's going to happen after the market closes
Ooh,
on
yeah,
Friday.
On Friday, and boy, he's on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want him to be on anything. I want to get our guys out of.
Everywhere.
We were on a tower in Syria, or on the border of Jordan and Syria,
Yeah.
of refugees. Which
Yeah.
why do we have towers for refugees? I don't know.
I don't know.
But I guess they're all good, right?
Yeah.
But maybe
Peacekeeping.
I don't know. They got.
Why
What-
are we everywhere?
Why are we helping them out over there? Just let
Right.
them deal with their own stuff over
Mhm.
there, please.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, I don't understand it. Let's pull all our guys back here and protect our borders.
Mhm.
It's all a money laundering,
Yeah. Situation.
defense contract craziness out.
It is crazy. All right, so what else do we got? Okay, so then we have France, and we have the farmers in France protesting and shutting down the roads, and they're mad because they're going to start charging them for their diesel taxes, and that they're not supporting the farmers, and that
The
they
people that feed
yes,
the
the
world.
yeah, they're not supporting them. And so they've been protesting all week. So that's been big news that hasn't been concentrated on because we're too busy worrying about
Well,
what's going on in the Middle East.
they don't want as many of us, Miss Debbie. They don't want as many of us on this planet.
I don't.
They want us to eat bioengineered meat and lab-grown stuff.
Yes.
And they want us to be in our 15-minute cities, and they want us to control our food. They want to control our cars. They want to control how far we can go. Doesn't sound free to me at all, but hey, all you, I don't know, I'll say liberals and everything out there, wake up, people. Just wake up. You need food,
yes.
and look out your window. Nothing's changed. The weather's all the same. We have some hot spells. We have some cold spells, blah, 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 blah. But it's all the same as I was a kid.
Yeah.
I say it all the time on the show. But I have to, because there might be somebody new or a younger person watch this and go, you're right. You just look at what you can judge. I can't get to Antarctica, so I don't believe a word they say because I can't get down there and see it.
All right. So anyway, this tells about why they're mad. If you want to go to the full screen of this.
Yeah, let's
so,
go to the full
okay.
screen of this.
I can't see it
Why are
either.
they-
I can't see that on
we
my
can't
screen
even
either.
read that. All right.
Yeah, but
Blah,
maybe
blah, blah.
you can.
All right.
Who knows?
Somebody
But anyway, this is why they're mad. This is their grievances.
Somebody
If you can
over in
read-
the chat, just
tell us.
verbatim pop. No, don't do that.
Kidding.
We're just kidding. All right.
Just kidding. All right,
They're
go
mad
to the
because
next
of
slide.
everything.
Yes.
The government is controlling the crap out of everything. They're not for the common man.
Right.
They're not for the little guy. They're for the one world agenda.
Yes.
That's what they are
Mhm.
for.
Yes.
Prove me wrong. I'm
Mhm.
telling you right now, it's in every country.
Right.
Like the farmers are getting crapped
Mhm.
on, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a plan, people.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Okay. So meanwhile, Israel and Hamas are working on a ceasefire deal amid warning over Gaza and
After
children.
all this
So,
stuff, there's barely any news anymore. I mean,
I know, but right now you can't hardly find.
we're talking about
I had to go search this out.
yeah.
Right.
Now that we're doing our little thing with the Houthis, right,
Yes.
and everybody, now
Uh-huh.
you don't hear anything about what's going on.
In Israel.
It's like they took it,
They
you
go
know,
from here.
and made the
and then they go
boogeyman
There.
there.
There. They go out there.
The
Just to
boogeyman.
confuse us and keep
Yeah.
us disorientated.
Absolutely. We're
Yes.
just janitors and we figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
people. If two janitors sitting on a couch with a stupid podcast
Right.
can figure it out, everybody should be able to figure
should
this
be able
out.
to.
Come on.
Okay.
And what year is it, Debbie?
Yes,
It's an election year.
it's an election year, so it's going to get
and
crazy.
I
It's
said
going to get more crazy.
it was
Strange
going to
things
be
are gonna, it's going to be nuts balls for sure.
it's going to
Yeah.
be nuts balls.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
it's not even well, it's February now. It's only been 1 month.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And we could fill up 5 hours of news.
Yeah.
And we put this together. You do this like 30 minutes before the show. 30 minutes
I
before the
worked on
show.
it all week.
We get enough content to fill an hour.
Yeah, well, 30 minutes
Oh,
anyway.
here
Okay,
we go.
and there we
Breaking
go.
news.
Last
All right.
night there was and this says 5.1.
Yeah,
So from
I've seen 5.1 more than anything
yeah,
else so
some
far.
people were reporting more, but anyway, it was up by Chandler, I believe.
And we don't have your normal earthquakes here in Oklahoma. It's like, I swear, I was very. But now you can't do that because every bump in the night you think, oh, did we have an earthquake? And we didn't, and stuff like that. So it's like calling wolf too many
Yeah,
times.
I don't usually feel them if I'm laying down.
I
in
didn't
the
feel
bed.
it.
Yeah,
I just
you
heard it.
Sometimes I hear it.
Somebody's out in my garage,
Yeah.
I think. And
Somebody
then I heard it
knows.
once. Then I
Yeah.
heard it twice, like boom. I'm like,
Yeah.
Maybe there
Yeah.
is somebody in my
Mhm.
garage. Dottie? I looked at my dog. My dog's
Okay.
like, nah,
No,
it's nobody.
it's nobody. Yeah, Dottie wasn't concerned. Sometimes Dottie will chase things into
Oh
the
my
living
God.
room and out the doggy doors
my
in the middle of the night.
Like
So
vicious. Like she's not vicious. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
yeah,
But she could scare the crap out of somebody.
right.
Because I think like some neighbor cat or something finally figures out our doggy door.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes it's like, whoa, 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 she goes running in the backyard and barks at the wind, right?
Yeah.
And then there's some nights like straight from the bed, like bashing through the doggy door,
Mhm.
right? Just like in a vicious rage of barking. So it's
Yes.
got to be something.
Something. But anyway, so what are you doing?
It's about that time.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do we have more news?
I don't know.
All right, let's go check it out.
I think we're getting to the end. Okay, so anyway, go to the next slide.
All right.
That's just information about it. Oh,
Oh,
Groundhog
there
Day.
we go. I didn't even.
Groundhog Day
there's so
was
much going on.
yesterday.
I didn't even know it was Groundhog Day.
Yesterday was Groundhog Day, and the groundhog did not see his shadow,
Okay.
which is very unusual, I feel like. So the groundhog is saying an early spring. I feel like it usually says 6 more weeks of winter, but this year it's saying early spring. I feel like we haven't had winter right now.
Right.
And I feel like if we don't have winter, it's going to be an active spring
We just had that
storm.
bizarre
Yes,
cold spell, that was super duper cold.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
a
we
week,
had a little
5
bit
days,
of ice,
whatever. Yeah.
but
And-
no good snowstorm.
No, we have nothing. And so it's just going to be that year where we
No,
just
I
got
feel like
one
it's-
spell and then it's been very mild.
Oh
here.
yeah, it's been nice this week. It's been beautiful.
And it's
this year.
not global, throwing a couple more words,
Yeah.
warming.
Mhm.
It's not. Just the way it is this year.
It is. So anyway, so
We'll
the
get slammed
groundhog
with
did
snow
not
next
see
year.
its shadow. I probably have some more slides.
Well,
on
other
this.
places are cold, like our Alaska Frontier guy.
Mhm.
He's been getting slammed up there with
Well, I think
snow
if
and
you go
cold
to the next
spell.
one, it's going to show you what Canada did. See,
Oh, there we go.
this is the different places in Canada where they have different things. They even have a crab or a lobster over here on the
Mhm.
coast. But anyway, so no shadow, no shadow, no shadow.
Oh my goodness!
Saw a shadow.
So this thing caught on everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it was and I'm sure it has some kind of demonic ritual to the whole
I'm sure. Everything
donut
does.
factory. Get on it. Tell
Yeah,
us what
get
it
on
is about this.
This
Gro-
groundhog.
this
All
groundhog.
right, go to the next slide.
Or it was just one town that's like that did something wacky, like I would do over.
Well, we have
Listen.
I'm
I'm gonna forget what I'm gonna
what is,
say.
what is a prairie dog at the zoo that tells ours, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Christine,
Listen,
ours
I
is a
don't know.
prairie dog.
All I'm
I
saying
feel
is,
like,
over in Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show and the Mockers.
yeah,
On the Mockers, I did my CAD drawing of how Heck Yeah Ranch was going to be laid out. Actually, she drew it. But it's
Professional
in
drawer
right now.
here. Mhm.
Tim with Ridge Life, he's
Yeah.
doing CAD drawings and he's going to build and everything. And other channels out there, are
Yeah.
saying that, we're laying this out, getting it right, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are we going to do over on the Mockers?
what all the other channels are
mock.
doing.
We mock over on the mockers.
Yeah.
So I made a professional CAD drawing, and the McDonald's Playland.
That was the
slide.
best. But we missed something.
Go
So,
check it out
Mhm.
over on the mockers. In fact, right now, Ken,
it's beating you.
I was beating Ken with
Right.
his alien video.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, Ken's beating me on his alien video by a lot. So get over there. Watch my alien video over on the mockers. Okay, enough shameless plugging on that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Go back and see if there's any more news. I
All right.
feel
Let's
like there
go
might
back.
be.
All right.
I think we just had another earthquake. Just
I
right
don't
there.
know.
Things shift.
Things are. It could just be
Shifting, creaking.
things warming
creeping.
up, worming.
Okay. So
warming.
anyway, early spring. Go to the next slide. I think we're almost done.
Okay.
Don't have. That
All
should
right,
be it.
that's
That
it.
should be it. That should be it.
All right.
All
Should
right,
we
so
get out
that's it.
to the marina? Oh,
Yes. Let's get out to the marina.
Should I start YouTube up here too, just for a second?
Why?
Just because. Because now, whenever I go to the marina, yes, no ads. Okay, now
Okay.
let me go back to my other thing. Here.
Oh, okay.
Make
cool.
sure
We're out at the
everything's
marina.
going here right
We got the
again.
marina. You can call in and tell us what's going on in your world, what we missed in the news, what you want to talk about,
Yeah, things should be
whatever.
working good. Yeah.
whatever you want to talk about.
And I think at the end of the show, we should bring in.
I don't think so.
Okay, she doesn't like Dottie just coming in here and thrashing around.
No.
So
No.
she's right outside the door. You know that right
I
now.
know.
Not that door,
Not that door.
but the
Yeah.
other one that we closed. She's like sitting there going, "What are they
It's
talking?
warming up in
What
here.
are those idiots talking about?"
I know.
I have to.
I know. All right, so let's talk while we're
What
waiting
was it
for
that
somebody
I wanted
to call
to
in.
blow everybody's
I know,
mind
you'll
with.
think about it in a minute, and then you can talk. While we're waiting for somebody to call in and give us their perspective on the world's
Right,
events,
right.
I'm going to tell you a few things. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you in a minute about Taylor
Hold on.
Swift.
Hold on, everybody.
Call from
Cowboy.
Of course. All right, he's. I know you're gonna rub it in today, aren't you, Ken? That you're winning the views over on the mockers.
Can you hear me today?
Yeah, you're a little bit.
No,
Oh, hold on.
like we can hear you. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What? You sound
How
a little
about
bit
now?
far off in the distance, but we got you.
How about now?
Yeah, you're good. Go.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm beating you, but whatever. I mean, when you're good, right?
I know you got.
I'm getting.
I know, and your
The
backdrop
question
was
I
better
have-
than mine.
I have a question though.
Yes, go ahead.
The leader of our country, did he see a shadow?
Well, he probably checked out too.
I mean, does he even know where to look for his shadow?
Oh, I don't. He I don't even know he knew. Whatever, he's not the one making the calls on who to. Okay. Well, okay, Ryan, hold on just a second. You beat Ryan, so hold on.
Okay.
Call back in a second, Ryan.
Yeah.
And
I've got an errand to run, so I can't
you're
stick
fine.
around very long. So I figured I'd just call, make sure I had the right microphone, and all that stuff. So
nope, you sound a little bit off in the distance. You might have the wrong one, but
well, I don't know.
I can hear you. All right.
Right.
Anything else, Ken?
Not really. I just wanted to jump in and see how everyone's doing.
We're doing all right. We've been, it was a grind this week, but we're through it.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're super overmodulated now.
All right.
But it's the right mic now. You got the right mic now, though.
There we go. How's
There you-
that?
Yeah, that's better. There you are.
All right. There we go.
Figure
Sorry
out your
about
stuff,
that.
Ken. You might get more views, but you're a wreck over there, Ken.
Right. But that earthquake you guys were talking about down there,
Yeah.
maybe somebody was, drilling or blasting,
Yeah.
after a bunch of cold snacks,
I don't know. There
if
could
it
be
was
some.
midnight, that's about the time, almost last call, you know what I'm saying?
They say there might be wild stuff going on under the ground all over the country. So who knows? It
Or
could be
sonic
anything.
booms or
Sonic-
something like that.
It could have been a sonic boom. It
Yep.
might have been because there are explosions here. They're not. earthquakes. I don't care.
Right.
I mean, the whole earth might just shift like bam, like that, but it's not normal. It's not
Right.
like boom and then it rumbles like whoa, 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 whoa. We just
Right,
get kaboom.
right.
So yeah,
Yeah. I've been fighting a sinus cold, and Miss Linda has been exercising and still doing therapy. I think she goes in on the 12th. In fact, that reminds me, I got to look at my PTO time. She goes in on the 12th, and then they put her to sleep, and then they will manipulate her knee
Oh.
where they flex it and straighten it, as much as they can. So
that's
everybody was probably asking how she was doing. Every video I post, or something like that, or even on social media, how's Miss Linda doing?
we care
So,
about Miss Linda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's your
But,
better half.
Oh yeah. She took care of me yesterday. She made a big old pot of chicken noodle soup, and I had 3 great big bowls of that stuff. My gosh.
So
I feel a lot better today. So
Benny probably already knows what happened that night now with eating the sausage that was out in the garage unrefrigerated for a while.
yeah. Did you guys hear about the national news? The 3 guys that were found in the backyard.
Yeah,
They had the bad substances in their system so far. They found out.
Yeah.
So
Well, I figured that much, that they all were looking at each other like going, "Oh no, this ain't." Boom! They're all on the ground looking at each other, going, "Oh, I can't move. I can't move either. I'm paralyzed."
right, but the families are all upset. But
Yeah, don't do
the
drugs,
families
people.
got to know they got to be doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody has to know. I mean,
they're partying.
I mean, it's just nuts. I mean, you guys see videos and stuff of sanctuary cities with the problems they have, and the zombies walking around or standing still. It's some bad stuff, man.
Yeah, it is. They just zoned out, laying on the road, and they sleep for
Right.
2 days and stuff. Now, Miss Debbie will tell you. Miss Debbie, do you like watching football?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Why
I
do you watch football?
I like to watch football. I like to clean during
Do
the
you
commercials.
do you like to camp?
Oh my gosh.
Do you
Yeah,
like to
I
camp,
do
or
like
do you
to
like
camp.
football? Why? What's the
Oh
only
my
reason?
gosh.
Tell them.
No. You're
All
not going
right.
to make me say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Miss
that
Linda
might
does
be a
not
little bit
like
of-
watching football. It's too violent.
It's an excuse to maybe have some beverages.
Yeah. So, well, I'll jump
All
off
right.
here and let Ryan call in, or whoever that was. So y'all have a good day,
Okay.
and appreciate you, everybody, for I see the highs and all that stuff. So, and I got to go run a couple errands, and we'll
right.
see y'all later.
Take it easy, Ken. I'm going to pass you.
All right.
I'm going to do
All
some
right.
advertising today.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you
All
later.
right.
Bye. Actually, you got to watch his to understand what's going on.
Yours. Yeah. But
Ryan,
maybe people were confused.
the other brother, the line is open, right? I think I know what he's going to talk about. I might start getting that prepared whenever he calls
What's he
in.
gonna talk
All the debt clock.
about? Oh, he might. Oh, yeah. We forget
yeah.
to check. I forget
Yeah,
to check
I
that.
checked it the other day because
I
Ryan always
forget.
reminds me to.
Yeah.
So let's go debt clock here. Talk to the people, Debbie.
So let me tell you. So Taylor Swift is beginning to look more and more like they're bringing her into the spotlight because she's going to endorse whoever the candidate is on one side of politics for the election. So that's what I think she's being brought in for and highlighted for. Interesting night to watch will be tomorrow night is the music awards. And I'm sure she's going to win every category because her last album or whatever you want to call it, her last set of songs was like really good. Like for a while, it was number 1 on 1 through 10 in the Billboard.
Here we go. Here comes Ryan. All right, I got to shrink that
If
up.
you can't do it.
Yeah, I can get it. I'm going to be all right here. We got this.
So I feel like she is kind of a psyop
Ryan, other
for
brother.
or going to be.
Good morning, Ryan. How are you today?
Oh, I guess I dialed the wrong number. I was hoping to have coffee with the mockers.
Oh, sorry. That's a different channel. That's my brother.
Oh.
He might go live tonight.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that maybe him and Benny could get together, right? and do
Yeah.
a live on how to fake ranch responsibly. What do you think?
Hey, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
do got one question. Did y'all when they took y'all up, did y'all see Dennis Quaid?
No. Dennis Quaid did not enter into that factor, but I'm going to tell you what. Ned was telling me that, he just zoned out for a second, entered a portal, and went zipping through space and time. He was, I think he said he was traversing the cosmos, traveling
Yeah.
through space and time, is how he put it exactly.
That's pretty interesting. How y'all done that? I'm surprised you didn't see your other brothers, one heading to Mars or wherever.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that all my brothers seem to like to go to outer space here lately. I don't.
Well, it also seems like all your other brothers ain't right in the head either.
Yeah. No,
So what does that tell you about you?
my identical twin triplets are crazy,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I am totally normal. How'd that happen, Ryan?
Just a miracle. Let's ask Deb what she thinks about that. Or not Deb, your lady friend.
Lady friend.
Well, while I got you on here, Ryan, I'm going to go ahead and put up the deck clock here. You probably won't be able to see it, but I'm going to put it up there. It's the same one that's been up there for a while, so you know what I'm talking about. Here we go.
Yep.
So, but we got the old money, which is, perpetual debt. And, which they want us because they want us to be slaves. We don't know we're slaves, but we work for monopoly money is basically what it is. And they could pull the plug on that anytime. Okay.
Oh, definitely.
But if the good guys are in charge, we're going to get new money, asset-based wealth creation. So your dollar is represented by gold or silver or some
Gold and
type of
silver.
commodity, right?
Yep. That's right.
But they want us in our 15-minute cities and everything. But at least they're being honest about it. Like this guy that runs this clock, I guess, doesn't like it. He wants everybody to have a good life.
Yeah. Is it the one with the pyramid about the
Yes.
top 1%?
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
On the newest one, well, it ain't the newest one because they took it down real quick. The
Oh, yeah?
pyramid was flipped where the 1%, was
Was the
on the
bad
bottom
guys?
side. Yeah.
They own nothing, and we own everything.
Yep. That's
Ooh.
right.
Well,
So,
you got to watch this clock because, again, sometimes you think nothing, they didn't update it, right? But then whenever you look at it,
Yeah.
you're like, ooh, it changed,
it changes.
You got
I'd
to,
encourage everybody to go look at that. The
Yeah.
U.S. debt clock. Make sure you don't get on the one that's in the future.
oh,
But
like mine did.
yeah.
Yeah. Why is that there? I have no idea, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Did you ever
Now,
know?
I was going to talk about the trucker convoy. It seems like it didn't happen. And there's a guy I keeps up with trucker news, and the state troopers were having them turn around and head back. And if they didn't, they're going to arrest them. Why would they do that?
They're
you know,
just
They have
state.
every right to do it.
Yeah,
I
they got.
think I don't think everybody's crossing like they think they are, like we're being told they are. Because Trump mentioned he would get them out in no time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say that name, but he said he'd get them out in no time. And there's some videos I watch of people down on the border, and they'll do a live stream of them driving for an hour, and there's nobody there on the border. I
Yeah.
think either they're flying them over or busting them over,
Yeah.
or it's not happening.
The-
Because there's nobody on that border like
It could be
like
all
we're seeing.
fabricated.
A
You're right.
top.
Because, there are some people coming across the
Yeah,
border. But-
there's not that many that they're saying. There
We-
is people coming over.
I
ain't saying it's not close. There's parts in the wall that
Yeah.
nobody's there, and it's wide open, but nobody's there.
Well, here I'm on with you. My brain thinks the same way, Ryan. I sit there and go, like, if 10,000 people are crossing a day, well, any stadium, like basketball stadium, would be glad to have 10,000 people a night fill their stadium, right? So what you're
Yeah.
telling me is every day enough people to fill a stadium is coming across.
Exactly.
Where are they putting them all?
Where they at? Yep.
Yeah, where
I know there's some coming over. There ain't no doubt about that.
right.
And I ain't saying that, for a fact. I'm just you got to keep an open mind about stuff and listen to what he says.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know if y'all want me to mention his name, but
and it's been bad for how many years now? 30 years?
yeah, for as long as I've been alive.
And so I think you're right. I don't think it's as many people as what they're trying to scare us to.
Yeah.
It's a problem, but it's not. It's a bad problem.
I
Don't get
think
me wrong.
Yeah. I think it's a psyop deal to let us know how bad it's going to get, how bad it could get.
Maybe, yes.
I call him Mr. Say. I don't know if y'all want me saying his name on, but
That's all right. We'll get.
he said, many times you gotta see how bad it could get. Well, that's where we're at today. And call me conspiracy, I don't care. But how many coincidences happen before it ain't a conspiracy anymore?
That's it too, man. It's like I watch a lot of stuff and put it all together, and man, I think as much as things are going bad, I think it's going good.
Yeah, you hear, you watch these channels, people think, oh, we believe that, all those quote conspiracies, believe that's happening. No, you pick and choose and put stuff together.
Right.
And do research on your own.
Absolutely, Ryan.
Instead of watching a television.
Yeah, just like the other day
you do it on your own.
I watched one video that we might be in the millennial period after the 1,000 reign of Jesus coming back to the earth. I look some more, but I don't sit there and go, wow, that's it, right? I just say, I'm going to look into this further and try to come to a conclusion.
I almost think we're in it right now because without getting y'all kicked off YouTube, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Oh my gosh,
if I sat down with your audience and told them, they wouldn't believe it. But it's crazy. And me and you talked about it before.
Yeah,
I might lose y'all here in a little bit. I'm heading down 14. It's crazy stuff.
I do believe that they're trying to like the Grammys is tomorrow night, right? I think.
Yeah.
And the last time the Grammys did some spirit cooking, there was a huge
earthquake
in Turkey, right? And the year before, there's always something. And then, the Grammys are coming, and they're not up there in nice dresses singing the gospel.
Right? No.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Well,
so
before I lose y'all, can I make a prediction?
Please.
Elvis Presley, Princess Diana, Marilyn Monroe. You may be seeing them back in the near future.
You got to throw in Janis Joplin, I heard lately.
Janis Joplin. There's a photo of her. Yeah.
Who knows? I'm not going to say you're crazy, Ryan.
It's going to happen, but
right.
You look at Elvis Presley and you Google Bob, what's his name?
I don't know.
Bob Joyce Bob, or that preacher.
Yeah.
They look the same, talk the same.
Yeah. Who?
I ain't saying it's going to happen for sure, but Princess Diana, they're talking like that could be Melania Trump.
What? All right. That's crazy.
Crazy stuff, but
that would be crazy.
You take two pictures, put them side by side.
They're saying Taylor Swift.
Listen,
you tell me
somebody.
What you think.
Oh, yeah. Taylor Swift is actually the other side. She's the demonic represent. She was like somebody that was teaching, that hung out with Aleister Crowley and them guys.
People mention her, makes me think of, I ain't saying it, it's true, but, does Satan have a wife?
I don't know.
all I'll say about that.
I can tell you one thing. I ain't throwing anything off the table here in 2024.
Yeah. No,
It's go-
it's there's going to be so much crazy stuff come out. It's going to blow people's minds.
You're going to wake up and say, what the heck is going, what? You're going to wake up every day watching the news this year going,
Oh,
what?
yeah. Remember back in September when I call him Miss T, said he would, in 5 months, would be defeating Joe Biden? That's coming up.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it's going to happen, but he said it.
The year of the dragon or something supposed to be over here February or March, something like that. And
end of February.
that could be a change of how things are going. Who knows? It's fun though, isn't it, Ryan?
Yeah, I am going to lose you here in a minute, but one quick thing.
All right,
I wish Deb would let us get a word
Yeah.
in edgewise.
Debbie, be quiet over there. My goodness.
All right, we'll talk to y'all later. I'll
All
call
right,
you after the show.
All right, yeah, call me. It's been
All
a
right.
while. We got to
Y'all
catch
take
up.
care.
All right,
All right.
bye.
Bye, Ryan. Be careful.
Yeah,
It's-
take care, Deb.
All right. See, this is the problem with, whenever I was in a satellite truck, I was either driving or I was set up sitting there waiting for stuff,
Yeah.
you know. And boy, I tell you what, you want to get your information from truckers,
Yeah.
because they got lots
Lots
of
of time to research.
just downtime to listen to podcasts and everything. And, at first you're like, well, that's crazy, right?
Mhm.
And then you listen to some more people and, well, wait a second,
Yeah,
that is too much of a coincidence.
it
And
is.
trust me, you want to get on board with Donut Factory for 2024, okay?
Mm.
Listen to me. Watch all that wild, wacky stuff, and you're going to say, this dude is crazy, whatever. And then you look at all the symbols and the, their rituals.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl halftime people is he pretty much says it's a what's it called whenever you, fraternity,
No, not fraternity.
fertility
Fertility ritual.
rituals and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that for all these weird, wacky,
Yeah.
demonic people. So
Yes, Christina's right. God is ultimately in
Absolutely.
control. Yeah.
that's why it's going to be
Uh-huh.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
because just
As
whenever
long
you
as you have
think,
faith.
you
you're
think all
okay.
this wacky stuff
Hmm.
is going to go down and they think they're winning, that's whenever he's stepping in. And he's
Okay.
going to step in and blow your mind.
So another thing about Taylor Swift that I was looking into last night is allegedly people that have gone to her concert have lost track of time and they don't remember even being at her concerts.
Well, they
that
went
they-
into that too. It's
Yeah.
like some kind of a
Yeah.
frequency drone that they
Yeah.
put in there. And you know how you watch those movies? You
Yeah,
it's always
Yeah.
it's always dark and
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, they put some type of a tone out there, and it makes people traverse the galaxy through space and time. No,
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, but I think one, that they will use her for the election. And two, I don't think that her relationship with the football player will last. in
It's
the
a
end.
year probably max on
Yeah.
that, but
Mhm.
Pfizer's worked that really good. They've got a
Yeah,
lot
they
of
got him
good
with the
publicity out of
double
Taylor Swift. Listen,
jibby
the NFL has made over like 300 million. Oh no, the Kansas City Chiefs
Chiefs.
have made like close to 300 million extra dollars
Just
in
because
revenue
she has come to the games.
just because all the Swifties came and
Yes.
are
Uh-huh.
they're buying gear.
Right.
They're watching all. Their ratings are way up.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, the NFL.
They got to love her. They're probably paying her. Well, she got
that's
a new,
what I'm saying. It's
she
to
got
push.
a new jet so that she can make it from her Tokyo concert to the Super Bowl.
Listen, the NFL is like, I don't know, half their money comes from Pfizer's and big mega companies and Chinese companies
Right.
and all that stuff. And so they say, hey, look, hook up Taylor and Travis. We'll get Travis double jabbed,
Uh-huh.
right? We'll give him 2 jibby jabs, and he's going to be loving it. Like, he's going to be like, I can do 2 things at once. And then everybody's going to go, my gosh, all the Swifties are going to go running down. Look out, Walgreens. I got to get the Walgreens. Look out of my way. They're,
Yeah.
whoa, and they're getting double,
The flu.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Go for it. I don't want to judge you people at all, right? But, people, talk to me, and they're like, "Oh man, I got this, I got that, and I gotta schedule. I don't know when I'm gonna find time to get my." I'm like, "Don't get it."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
are you sick? No. Are you healthy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get sick a lot? No. Well, I don't get the flu. I don't
You
get
don't.
nothing.
I
don't
used
take
to,
any
but I don't
pharmaceutical
anymore.
products unless I'm in like aggravating pain.
Yeah.
I probably can count how many aspirins I've had on.
Yeah, he doesn't usually have an aspirin unless he has a really bad toothache.
So, I don't know. That's just me.
It is.
That's just me. I'm trying to stay away from all that stuff.
You are. You're doing a great job.
And look at me. I'm falling apart.
You're not. You're not. You're
I have no
healthy as
energy.
forever. You're so
I'm
healthy.
low energy.
Yeah.
I'm not a spaz.
No.
No.
You are a spaz. But anyway, we managed to make it almost to an hour, so we're doing really good today. And so I want to thank everybody for joining us today. And anybody that wants to call in can call in, and we got 5 minutes.
TJ, I saw him
still
saying
gotta
like
get his
that
card.
guy's crazy. I go, TJ, man, go watch.
Oh my gosh.
TJ, go
That
watch.
was a big...
Even the last one was kind of tame.
Mhm.
Go watch with your guy.
Oh.
IMTV,
Uh-huh.
his live with IMTV, Donut Factory. Go check it out. Just start. And if you want to know what all their, the purple, the color purple, all this stuff has meaning, and you have no idea what it is. And why is there a dog up on top of that boat? I've been
I
wondering.
did see. I was just about to talk
Why is there
about
a
that.
dog on top of the? It's
Super Bowl tickets are about
not real.
$8,000 to $12,000 for a Super Bowl ticket.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
well, who can go to the Super Bowl with that kind?
Look.
And then somebody was saying that they couldn't remember Taylor Swift's concert, or that they had been to her concert, except for that their bank account was $800 less. So her tickets aren't $800, I hope, for her concert.
So they were brainwashed to go there, spend their money,
I hope her tickets
and not
aren't
even know,
$800.
and not even. I'm sure they are. I'm sure.
Oh no, that would be insanity.
Would that be
No.
wild if you can get brainwashed to
No.
go to,
No.
like, I don't know. I don't care if I had $1 billion. If you said, hey, it's going to cost you $8,000 to go to that one football game, who cares too? It's like, it's a football game. Yeah, you'll do a little cheering for a couple hours and then it's over. I'm not going.
Yeah, $8,000 to $12,000. I ain't going to do that.
No, you know me. I'm cheap.
You are
I'm-
cheap.
I don't
You're
even
cheap.
pay for ESPN to get the college ball games.
No.
I have to fight and find them free
Yeah.
on YouTube everywhere.
We would never do that.
We do it every Saturday. And if I can't get it, I'm not going to lose any sleep
No.
over it. I'm just going to
No.
be like, well, can't get the free football game today.
That's quite
Mm.
a ticket.
Listen,
Who is Taylor Swift?
I got 2 more
Who-
minutes here. Listen, one of my conspiracies, again, conspiracy, is that ESPN, which I kind of, listen in the background because I used to work subcontract. Listen, I said they want their own professional football league, but none of them make it. They all fail, except for you got college that's very successful.
Right.
I said ESPN is going to, they pretty much own the SEC, do everything with the SEC. They're going to take the SEC, break away, and be their own professional football league. Now Fox, they're going after the Big Ten. And the Big Ten, they're going to break away from the NCAA, and not NCC, NCAA. They're breaking away, and they're going to form their own 2 football leagues, one Fox, and then they're going to get together and have their Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
it's genius. And all the other colleges are going to have to start
We
their
left
own
out
little
in the
little
cold.
leagues. They're going to
Mhm.
still make a lot of money,
Right.
but ESPN is tired of NCAA rules and sanctioning and saying you can't pay these players. They're going to pay the players, and they're going to have their own league. It's going to be a professional league. It's going to be the SEC league for ESPN is going to be a professional football league. There you go. And it's in the news that they're thinking about it. So there you go. I said that 2 years ago, probably back whenever Golden Blue Dude was still
with
on
us.
the planet. And love that guy.
Aw.
But he had his theories.
I
and
know.
my
I
one
love
theory
blue
is,
and gold.
listen, they're going to get rid of the NCAA. And he never said that. And then I kept on pushing it on his show. Come to find out, I was right.
You were right.
All right.
You were right.
Not yet, but
Pretty soon.
all right, let's
maybe.
get out of here.
Okay, so we're going to get out of here. Thank you for joining us this morning. been a fun show, and so we'll see you next time. Until then, remember, do your own research and be prepared.
Throw in a couple words and be the squirrel. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Keep pushing on. Just like the squirrel did. Let's get out of here, Debbie.